Joe, I'm going to give you two players without mentioning who they are, but I'm just going to throw some stats at you.
Okay.
Okay? You know I'm a big stats guy.
Uh,
Um, player two. I'm going to give you player two first. Okay, going to work
okay.
backwards here. Eighth in points, 28 points per game. First in assists, first in defensive rebounds, first in offensive rebounds, 10th in field goal percentages, and then 20th in steals.
Okay.
That's
I think I
player
know who
two.
this is.
That's player two. Player one, second in points per game, 30 points per game, two more than player two per game. 14th in assists, 103rd in rebounds,
Yep.
25th in steals,
Yep.
12th in field goal percentage.
Okay.
Based off of those stats, obviously,
Who was what was the other guy's field goal? Was he 10th?
field goal percentage, he was 10th.
Okay.
Okay. Based off of those stats alone, who's your MVP?
Well, because I know who both players are. First off, I already know who they are.
Right. Right.
But oh well, I know that player two is a center, and he's 10th in field goal percentage.
Mm-hmm.
And player one is a guard, and he's only 2 spots behind him. So
Mm-hmm.
that means player one's shooting more jump shots and still has close field goal percentage,
Mm-hmm.
and also plays on the best team in the league.
Mm-hmm.
And he's also the best player on said team.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that said, I'll take player one.
If you didn't know those things, though, if you just had to go based off of blank canvas, don't know who they are,
Yeah,
and you saw those
with
stats
stats.
next to one another, seeing that, oh, and I'm sorry, the one player averaged a triple double on the season. The other player
Yeah,
did not even average a double double
but
on
I
the
don't think
season.
it's that simple. I don't think it's just based off numbers like that. But I'm not like that with sports.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, Jokic obviously is this player too,
Mm-hmm.
and if he has triple double, yeah, it's a better season. But that doesn't necessarily mean you're an MVP. You know what I mean? Like he had a better year last year and he didn't
Yeah,
win.
yeah. It just so player one was a.
I know this bothers you,
It
and I
does.
know player one's SGA,
Player one is
and I'm not,
SGA.
and I hate Oklahoma City Thunder. I can't stand them. I can't stand the way that they play. But you know, sometimes the stat padding guy doesn't always win.
I don't even
You
necessarily
know?
know. Like SGA is the best player on his team.
Yeah.
Jokic is the best player on his team. They're both
Yep.
kind of steering the ship in both
But
of their respective situations.
I have a third player that should have won
Oh,
over
yeah.
both of them.
Mm-hmm.
That guy should have won.
Yeah, and
Wemby.
he said so
Yeah.
last night in a lot of
Yep.
ways. In a lot of ways,
Yeah.
based off of his
I
performance
mean,
for one. But a reporter asked him, was like, "Hey, did that fuel you? Did that anger you? Did that make you play?" And he's like, "Play to the level that you did with what was it,
mm,
40, 43 points and 24 rebounds and 50 minutes
yep.
of play time."
Yep.
He's like,
I
"Oh, for
mean,
sure, for sure."
I mean, and they handed him the award before the game started. I mean, that you could just that's the kind of guy. He's got that. I That's why I like this Wemby guy now. I didn't like him, but I like it. I love him now. He's got that dog in him,
I
and I love
mean,
that.
that 28 footer to send it
Stone
into
cold.
second overtime. If he doesn't make that, they lose.
I mean, there is a possibility. I'm not saying that he is, but he could. He's one that could, like LeBron. They anointed him before he got here. This guy, he could knock the number one guy off the top. He could get Jordan. I'm not saying he will,
Yeah.
but he's got something. He plays hard
He's only
and he
20. He's only 22 years old.
and he's 22 and he's nasty. Like what I mean. I love like when he elbowed that guy for the Timberwolves. I love that. That was like that. That's just the best. And he hates Chet Holmgren. So do I. I mean,
Oh
it
yeah,
just
Holmgren's a dick.
we're just you know. And he remembered because that's why they don't like him because when they played in the Olympics, like years ago,
Hmm.
and they beat France. USA beat France. He hasn't forgot, and that's like the greats like level petty, and I love that.
Well, my favorite part of the game that was played when, depending on when you watched this, it could be last night, could be the night prior, or 2 nights ago.
Mm,
But when the Spurs beat OKC in second overtime, my favorite part of that entire game was right at the very end of the second overtime. And whenever he got that final block and kind of put the nail in the coffin, so to speak,
yeah,
and when he's standing there in front of his bench and they're just kind of looking at him like he it was almost like he took over the gym. Like it's like all
yeah.
these star players on his own team
Uh,
are just kind of looking like,
it's like
holy shit,
he's
where
it's like
where
he's Neo off the Matrix. It's
like
like this guy.
like
Look
where
at this guy.
yeah, like it was almost like they're looking like, well, damn, this is like the equal of like a Wilt or a Kareem or like
Yeah,
this is a generational talent. Like how you and
absolutely.
I talk to you all the time about how I think Caleb Downs is going to be the next Ed Reed type
Yep.
generational football talent.
Uh,
We'll see. But when it comes to last night's or the night prior game and that game one of the
mm,
Western Conference Finals, whenever he got that final block and just seeing his aura take
yeah,
over his own teammates who are also superstars and they're looking at him like you are a basketball god, like you are
yeah. You're him.
holy shit, like you're only
Yeah, like
20, you're only
I
22,
don't
he's not even in his prime yet.
I don't even want to but he's like it's like if you combine Kareem and Michael Jordan into one player.
Hmm.
Like you know what I mean? Like he's
With a
the
little bit of
size of
Shaq.
Kareem,
Yeah.
but he has that mentality where it's like I don't give a shit who you are. I'm gonna I'm gonna stick it to you.
Yeah.
And remember, he's like, I know who you are. He's like, F you, F you, F you. I
Yeah.
love that.
um the thing about that game one
Oh,
Western
well, and
Conference.
hold on.
Go ahead.
Next year, MVP, calling it now. Wembenyama. He's gonna win. Calling
Well,
it.
you're the sports booking guy there. That's probably already a favored
It's probably already minus money.
thing. Yeah. Yeah. But thinking of the game one of the Western Conference Finals,
Mm,
the Spurs kind of played a shitty game.
yeah.
They had 26 turnovers, 23 or 26
Mm,
turnovers in the game, and they still took OKC to double overtime.
yeah. And the thing is, SGA didn't play well.
No, he had 7 points in the first half, I think.
Yeah, he didn't play good at all. And it
Caruso.
showed. I mean, Caruso played, but that's a problem. If Caruso's leading you in scoring, I mean, Caruso's a good NBA player, but I mean, like if you're on the best team and you're not the best player and you're leading the team in scoring, there's an issue there.
Yeah.
And sorry to hijack, the Jokic SGA thing. I mean, I know what you're saying, like stat wise, but
To me, stats
SGA's
matters.
SGA's a guard. I mean, it's not like you know. I think it's more impressive that he's 12th in field goal percentage,
True. See,
and he's a guard.
the thing that so many people were arguing with me, even at the school, about this. I
Yeah.
actually put it on the board, vote who's MVP,
Mhm.
just based off of these numbers. Some of these kids had no idea, but they're like, oh,
Yeah.
player two being Jokic,
Yeah.
whatever. And some of the kids brought up, well, and I think you kind of brought it up through text the other night too, just saying, well, you know, Jordan didn't average a double double whenever he won his MVPs. True,
Yeah.
but those years that he won the MVP, he also won the Defensive Player of the Year awards.
And should he have? Probably not, but he
Yeah,
did.
probably his
Like,
counterpart Pippen
yeah.
should have won some Defensive Player of the Years
I
more
mean,
so than he did. But, you
Hakeem
know,
Olajuwon did,
yeah,
and that was no doubter when he did it. Like
yeah.
Wemby's going to do it,
Oh yeah.
so he'll be Defensive Player of the Year and MVP and all the accolades.
What's crazy to me is if it would have went into a third overtime, he would have ended that game with a quadruple double. Like he
He
was,
might have. Yeah, he might have.
and man,
I love it. I love him. It's he get every game. I'm just like, holy shit, this guy's something.
if OKC loses game 2, it's over.
I'm not gonna. They're defending champ. I'm not gonna say it's over, but they're sweating.
Well,
That's for sure.
so far this year, the Spurs have beat them down like,
Yeah.
and I'd hate to say this, but 6 out of 7 times.
Yeah. Well, it's because their guy that's supposed to defend him can't defend him.
So if that's the case, if the Spurs have favor have won 6 out of 7 times over
Yep.
OKC, if OKC gets down 0-2, then you have to go play in San Antonio 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
If you're
I understand. I get what you're saying, but I'm
mathematically,
just, like I can't count them out. Just can't do it.
and
They.
like imagine if the Spurs didn't have 23 turnovers.
Yeah.
That game would have been over halftime.
That's true. I mean,
They had a shitty game and they still took them to 2 overtime.
SGA, if he could just pop off once, they'll be fine.
Yeah,
But
it's gonna be fun to watch.
If he's tightened up though, it's gonna be a long series for them.
Personally, I don't care who comes out of the Eastern Conference. West has got it. Either one of those teams are gonna beat the brakes off of Cleveland or New York.
I think if Oklahoma City wins, the Knicks have a better shot at beating the Thunder than the Cavs do. But neither of them have a shot at beating the Spurs. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, because they don't have that guy underneath.
Yeah,
You're gonna.
But they can match up with the Thunder more.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna rely on Karl Anthony Towns to
against Wemby?
Yeah,
absolutely not.
Good luck.
No, yeah. Have fun.
I will have fun. I will sit there and just
yeah.
Make some TikToks based off of that because
the Spurs would sweep both these teams.
I think you go 4. I think it'd go game. I think it'd go to game 5 just so that they could finish it in San Antonio.
Okay. Yeah. But I'm just.
Yeah.
The Thunder could be beaten by both these teams. Not saying they would.
Mm-hmm.
They could still sweep them both, but I think they have an easier time with them because they can. Oklahoma City doesn't play as good defense as the Spurs.
You know what's scary is that the average age of everybody on the Spurs right now is like 21 to 23. That's the gap.
Yeah. I think De'Aaron Fox is the oldest guy on the team.
Yeah, he's like 24 years old.
Yeah, he's like 24, 25, something like that. It's crazy.
They're going to be good for a long time.
Yep. As long as Wemby's healthy and playing.
One other thing NBA-wise that I wanted to bring up to you before we move on here. My Celtics.
Yeah.
I got a trade proposal to tell you here,
Okay.
and I think it could work. All right.
All
I
right.
would rather have Jaylen Brown than Jason Tatum. I'd rather keep Brown on the team, trade Tatum
Okay.
because of the Achilles.
Yeah.
Trade Tatum and 3 first-round picks to Milwaukee and bring Giannis to Boston. I think that would be
Okay.
a really good fit and give the Celtics better chance getting. I think if you put Giannis with Tatum, they're not as good as it would be with Giannis
Uh
Brown.
I disagree a little bit on the sense that I think if anyone's getting traded, it's going to be Jaylen Brown,
Because I mean, he just won
just because of
MVP
his
2 years ago, right? Didn't he?
Finals MVP.
Finals MVP.
Yeah. Um. It's just how he's been acting more
Hmm.
so than he seems like he's more of a problem than Tatum is. I feel like Tatum would be able to play more with Giannis than Jaylen Brown.
As a Celtics fan, I think I'd rather keep Brown
Oh, I
there.
mean, as a player, I
Hmm.
think Jaylen Brown, he hits bigger shots and everything, and he can play.
Hmm.
But Tatum's definitely more of their guy, I would say, even if that might be wrong,
Okay.
because the team's kind of built around him, not built around Brown.
Yeah, and I mean, there's all kind of different destinations that Giannis could potentially end up. But
I
I
think
think
he should. I think the Knicks should trade
I
for
was
him.
going to say maybe the Knicks.
Like get rid of Karl-Anthony Towns, get him out of there.
Yeah, uh, the Warriors,
Uh,
Golden State.
ugh,
That
too
would
old.
that wouldn't be the um, same as what Durant did joining the Warriors. Like the Warriors kind of
Oh
suck,
no, no,
you know.
no. It wouldn't be
So
the same. But I just think they're too old. They gotta break that up. It's over.
so
They're done.
what that like if Giannis would join the Spurs, that would be
That would be
a Durant move.
yeah, that'd be bullshit.
You
The
know,
NBA wouldn't let that happen either.
I don't know. They let the Durant thing happen and didn't stop it.
Yeah, but that was like free agency. It wasn't.
That wasn't a trade. Yeah.
Yeah, like if a trade had, they ain't gonna let. I mean, they wouldn't let Chris Paul go to the Lakers, so they ain't gonna let that happen.
I can see Giannis going to the Heat, Miami
Yeah,
Heat.
I think he'd fit there perfect. He fits the culture.
Yeah.
I think Jaylen Brown. That's who Jaylen Brown should. If I was the Heat, that's who I'd want because I feel like he'd be perfect.
Yeah.
More so than Giannis for Miami, but I don't think the Celtics would trade Jaylen Brown to Miami.
Unless there's a way that the Celtics could keep both Tatum and Brown and somehow get
Yeah,
Giannis
I
and
mean,
have a
but
big three in Boston. You know.
they shoot too many threes. That's the Celtics' problem.
Yeah. Well, then they put Giannis under the bucket.
Yeah, but you still got all those white dudes that shouldn't be playing.
Yeah.
uh, I mean, not trying to be,
Yeah.
but yeah, they got when I when I saw who they had playing in that final 4 minutes, I was like, oh, it's over.
But the fact that Brown took them that far, you know, kind of
Oh yeah, I mean
on his own.
he's a good player. He's just not. He's like Pippen, he can't Can't
Can't
do it by
facilitate
himself.
it on his own. Yeah.
No.
Okay. Well, good NBA
Cavs lost.
talk, buddy. Oh, did they?
Cavs lost. Yep.
They might get swept.
They might after this.
I mean, the Knicks haven't lost a game yet
God,
in the playoffs, so
God, they suck. I know I'm
Cleveland,
saying the team that makes the Eastern Conference Finals sucks, but
city of Cleveland, this is why months ago we were on here saying no one cares.
no. I mean, I root for them, but it's I don't have any conviction. I guess.
If
I mean, it'd be great
the if
if they
the
win. They win. You know, great. But
if the Browns got to the AFC Championship, people would be going nuts.
the city would burn down.
Just to the AFC Championship, not even Super Bowl, just to the
No,
AFC Championship.
if we
If
win a playoff game, that's what happens.
if the Guardians would get to the the ALCS, people would care.
Yep.
No one cares.
They care, but it's not as much. You know, they say they care, but they don't.
Yeah.
I mean, get off your soapboxes.
And that's the NBA talk for today, ladies and gents.